Hey guys, Badges in Blue here. Just want to show you all my equipment. Figured I'd put this up. Everybody loves the gun, so we'll talk about that first. It's a Glock 23 Gen 4. It holds 40 caliber bullets. We have hollow points because we're law enforcement. Put that back in here so we're nice and safe. Alright, so here's the rest of my belt. I have my OC spray right here. Mace, as most of you know it, or pepper spray, but it's called OC spray. That's it right there. Getting hit with this is not fun at all. We had to do that in the academy back when I went through. I've heard from some newer officers they don't do that anymore. So I guess now it's up to departments to make sure you get sprayed. So when I did it, we got sprayed in the face. Then we had to fight off two people. It was basically punching bags, but you had to go to one side, then run over, do the other side. Then you had to actually open your eyes slightly and draw down with a rubber fake gun. Draw down on somebody, tell them to put their hands behind their back. Then you would holster your weapon, get your handcuffs out, and handcuff that person. Obviously, they were compliant for you at that point, but they made you draw down. Just to kind of make you really feel the effect, but it had me for a while. Right here, you have 2 extra magazines. The weapon holds what they call 12 in 1. So the mags hold 12 bullets, and then you can keep 1 in the chamber for your first set. So you can do the math, but obviously it's 24 plus another 13 over there. Right here I got my flashlight. This is kind of just a cheap one that I have in here. I bought it online for like 20 bucks. There's bright, dim, another dim setting. Then it strobes, and then it has this SOS pattern that it does. Obviously, so you know I messed up. You gotta click through each one. I have another one. It's called the Light for Life. I should have brought it in today, but I didn't. It's kind of like the old school mag lights, you know, the big D-cell battery ones. It's much lighter than those, and it floats. It's totally waterproof. It charges in like 90 seconds, and it'll last you like 2 hours on that charge. That's on the regular light setting. There's a brighter one if you hold the button down, and if you click it twice, it does the strobe like this one was doing. It's really expensive, but it's definitely worth the money, and the reason it's called Light for Life is they tell you it'll last you a lifetime. If it doesn't, I believe they replace it. But that's by 511 Tactical. Right here, I don't know if you can see the symbol there, but it's Smith & Wesson collapsible baton. So there it is. You get the full effect. And then to close it, you just smack it down into the ground. And then lastly, what I got on my belt right here is the handcuffs. You all know what handcuffs look like, but there they are. I know my belt looks a little goofy. I'm pretty skinny, and I try to keep the back open because it's not comfortable to obviously ride around with stuff on your back. So for the most part, this works out for me. Most of the stuff kind of jammed to the front, a little bit to the side. I know this looks like a pretty big gap, but once the belt's actually on, you know, this can move around here. So they're much closer there. But yeah, that's pretty much a breakdown of the equipment. Like I said, you got the collapsible baton right there, the weapon, and the mace. That's pretty much the 3 big things you need. Everything else is, you know, my basics. Well, I guess you need handcuffs, but as far as weapons, these are it. 1, 2, 3. We don't carry tasers here, but obviously a lot of people do. I haven't been trained, nor have I ever been tased. I had a taser held to my arm once, and they zapped me in the academy, but it wasn't an official thing. It was just kind of a, well, everybody's doing it, so you're going to get tased. So it wasn't bad. Like I said, I would take that over the mace any day. We actually did that all the same day, which was not fun. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.